All right, what's up? My name is Levi, and I'm not very good at talking. I find that part communication is a part of my life that I personally struggle with. I'm very good at thinking, but when it comes to the connection between my brain and my mouth, there is a bit of a disconnect. So I started this YouTube channel to practice talking, and as you can see here, we got a little timer going. So I'm trying to do 10 minutes a day, but that obviously will vary as time goes on. And kind of each day I'm gonna pick like a topic to talk about. But yeah, so today I figured I would talk about motivation and what it is and how it applies to our lives. So, what even is motivation? It's basically signals in your brain, and they influence your actions and what you do. Usually they're derived from your beliefs and your morals and what you think about a lot. And yeah, motivation, it plays a big role in our lives and in my life especially, because I've got a lot of big goals. I'm trying to work for myself eventually. I'm trying to inspire others to create, and I'm trying to I want to do an Ironman. I want to travel the world. Like, I've got a lot of big goals. And so motivation is constantly impacting my life and the decisions that I'm making. Like here, I would never have made a YouTube channel had it not been for motivation. I would say my biggest motivation right now is definitely content. I'm working a lot on content now, and especially with Instagram, and I'm just trying to get things going because I'm going to be going off to college soon, which is one thing that I really don't want to do. I'm kind of being forced to go into college, and it's honestly heartbreaking because I have so many bigger goals and dreams than that, and I don't feel like college is the route that I want to take. I mean, I'm really good at school and I'm smart, but it's just so hard when you don't want to do something, but you're kind of being forced into it. All right, I'm kind of going off track. Motivation. Yeah, I would say another motivation I have is completing an Ironman, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a massive triathlon. So you do like a 2.4 mile swim. I think it's a 114 mile bike ride and then a full marathon at the end. So yeah, it's definitely not easy, but that is one of my big goals. And motivation is playing an impact. Like, I'm hitting the gym very consistently. I got a training program. I asked my AI bot to make me a training program. So I'm getting that going. And I just want to compete. I want to become the best athlete that I can. And yeah, there's another motivation, which I guess it's not really a motivation, but it's more so something that I need to be doing, is building my relationship with God back up. I've been through many ups and downs right now. Oh, my timer went off. I'm sorry about that. Or what the heck? All right. But yeah, I've been through a lot of ups and downs. Bro, why are you here? Okay. Yeah, I've been through a lot of ups and downs with my faith recently, and also mentally. Like, it's been pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, it's been pretty bad. We've got a lot going on. Both my parents have been, well, my mom has been sick, and then my dad broke his elbow. So they've both been sort of out of commission is the word. So yeah, I've been having to do a lot more around the house, and it puts a lot of stress on you. I've got finals coming up. I've got end of the year, and I don't know, like everything that I'm doing right now kind of just feels like there's no point really. Like school, I don't like school. I really do not like school. Why is oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, I don't like school. But like, it's just, I mean, I guess I always could have like worse problems. Like, there's definitely way worse things that could be happening in my life. So, I guess in that sense, I'm grateful that I have these such little problems. But, yeah. Okay, why am I rambling on? This is really difficult. This is very difficult. So, I need to talk about motivation. Alright, so how can you get motivated? Or actually, no, I'm going to talk about how I am motivated first, and then we can kind of go over how you can get motivated. So how I get motivated is, normally there is an underlying reason behind your motivation. So, like, I'll take my example. So why do I want to do an Ironman? I really just want to prove myself, prove who I am, and honestly just show others what I'm capable of, because I feel like I don't really have too many things that are, I feel like I don't really have too many big achievements, I guess. I mean, other than like school stuff, but like, that doesn't really matter. So I feel like an Ironman is something that's really big that'll step out of my comfort zone. And something else is I want to work for myself. And I've been thinking a lot about why I want to do that. And honestly, I feel like the underlying reason is that when I was growing up, my dad wasn't around a whole lot because he was always working. And so now our relationship, I feel like it isn't as close as it should be. And I feel like I'm struggling a lot from that. And I really don't want my future children to be struggling from that. So I just want to be able to spend as much time as I can around them when they're young, because that kind of sets everything up for success, I would say. So yeah, there's always a bigger reason behind your motivations. And that's honestly something that you need to figure out. Like, why do I want to do this? It could be just as simple as, oh, it's something I really enjoy. Like this content, I really enjoy doing this. I'm not too focused on the views yet, but I kind of just do it for fun now. But yeah, that's what you need to find, something bigger than yourself to work for. I really don't know what else to talk about with motivation. Oh, alright, so there's a difference between motivation and discipline. So motivation is, you get that boost, that urgency to go out and complete a task. And you'll do it when you're motivated. But what do you do when you're not motivated? That's when discipline comes into play. Hopefully you'll build up these habits over time with this motivation, so that eventually the discipline will just carry through and just really just push you to the end. I'd say discipline is probably the hardest thing in life to figure out, really. It's difficult to build discipline. It's one of the hardest things, but the Bible talks a lot about discipline and perseverance. And somebody who reminds me of discipline is Job. I don't know if you know about him in the Bible, but he's basically like extremely successful, lots of family, very valued as a man. And then basically Satan's like, yo, God, like, I feel like if I took everything away from him, he would like run away from you. And then God was like, nah, like, he's not going to do that. Like, you can just test him. And then, so basically all of that happened. But Job's discipline to stay faithful to God, like, it's insane. He literally lost everything. Like, we're talking, he went from mansions and like all that stuff to just homeless essentially. So discipline is big, man. Discipline is big, and you need it in your life. Wow, all right. This was very difficult, and this video is probably gonna be awful. And hopefully, we're gonna get better. I'm gonna try not to edit anything and just leave the footage raw. But yeah, I don't even know if anybody watched this, but if you did, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow.